Hello everyone and welcome back to some more esports talk. We have a bit of a difficult situation. These situations are really never fun to talk about, but it is something that we do want to cover and bring attention to because it is important to acknowledge. We're talking about Frosty, that is the IGL for the Knights, who has some accusations, some allegations thrown out against him by a former partner. His former partner's name is Chinny, and she posted a tweet longer that said, "TLDR, Frosty assaulted me knowingly the first time I met him in person. In July, I flew out to Myrtle Beach for 3 days to see my boyfriend at the time, who was Frosty. We've been together for a month and a half, had consented to having sex before, and more or less when they did initiate sexual content, she said no, and he still pushed forward despite her saying that she didn't want to be involved with anything like that at the time. She says he started apologizing and admitted that he took advantage of me after I cried. For months after this happened, I believed it wasn't technically assault due to the apology, but now that we are at the place we are right now, I realized that my trauma about this was valid." After this tweet longer was put out there, she also responded with a couple other screenshots, one of which being a screenshot from her private Twitter account saying, "I think technically it was assault, but I don't know if that's even true because of the way it happened and what happened after, I can't tell," as well as the screenshots from their text messages when he had gotten mad at her for denying having sex at her house before. When looking at the text messages, you can see what is obviously an unhealthy interaction where she says, "I'm sorry we can't F when we're at my house." He says it makes zero sense and then continues to say, "Well, you just get nothing then. It's not your first time since we can't do it. It's not fine, you don't get it. I'm the one paying money for the flight. I'm the one trying so hard to see you, and you just shut it down without even trying. Your parents could leave the house, or your brother could leave. You said they work all the time." There's also a friend of Chinny who spoke out named Fatima on Twitter saying, "The entire time me and Chinny were friends, I heard about everything Ash was doing. He took advantage of her mentally and physically multiple times. He gaslit and manipulated her. We all knew something was up with him. He's genuinely not a good person." I have to say this is a difficult situation. He is 16, she is 17 right now. He has responded to these allegations openly on Twitter saying, "I saw the allegations made against me by Chinny. We were in a relationship that I thought ended amicably. It saddens me to hear of this. I can assure you the sexual assault allegations are false. I will be willing and open participant to any investigation regarding this matter." So I will leave it at that, guys. Of course, we have these allegations out there. We have Frosty responding saying, "Hey, these aren't true. I will participate in any sort of investigation." Personally, I'm curious just to see how Riot will handle it as well as the Knights. The only thing we can sort of compare this to is the Sinatra situation, even though it is wildly different. But I'm curious to see how these official channels will treat it, if there's going to be a suspension and an investigation, internal investigation with it, or just how it will be handled. Let me know what you guys think about all this. Until next time, I'll catch you later.